Before we dive in, a quick reminder, if you like this kind of content, don't forget to subscribe to the channel and smash that like button. It really helps us out. Um, have you ever wondered what it would be like to grow up in a world where you're waiting to discover your hidden power, only to realize you've drawn the short straw? And that's exactly how so many characters feel in My Hero Academia Vigilantes, where the lottery of quirks doesn't always hand out winning tickets. Uh, let's talk about Tank Engine. Imagine waking up one morning and finding out you could transform into a massive charging force of nature. But only from the waist down. Tommy Gordon finds himself uh, barreling forward with the strength to flatten walls, but with all the control of uh, a runaway shopping cart. Um, Impressive, sure, but not really practical unless you're trying to make a dramatic entrance at a party. Now take Long Leg the Quirk, that lets someone stretch their legs and throw a pretty weak kick. This anonymous motorcycle thief thinks he's got a clever edge, swinging a stretchy leg to trip up Koichi during a chase. It sounds useful on paper, but but honestly, he'd do better with a long stick. Balance is tough and intimidating. Not so much. Pop Steps Leap is the kind of power that looks great on a stage and nowhere else. It gives her impressive jumps, perfect for dazzling a concert crowd, but offers about as much protection in a fight as a trampoline would against a missile. Even Pop admits there are limits, and superhero landings are way harder than they look. And then we have Fly Swatter, a quirk, perfect for an exasperated parent, but a bit lacking in hero credentials. Koichi's mom, Shoko, punishes misbehavior with a stinging slap, powered by energy pulses, right? Effective for embarrassing sons, not much else. No skyscraper smashing here unless the building happens to have feelings. Makoto Tsukochi's polygraph is handy for a reporter searching for the next headline. But it's not exactly battle ready. She can tell if someone's lying, but only with physical contact. And the right question is one wrong move and her secret sources are as safe as a cat in a dog park. No offense to Monster Cat. Speaking of which, Monster Cat represents one of the few animal quirks out there, but after a steroid-like boost from the trigger drug, the best it could do was merge with a bus before losing a showdown. It turns out being a bus isn't as scary as it sounds, unless you're late for school. The Swan quirk enters the story with all the promise of epic flight. Problem is, this villain has to lose his clothes to even get off the ground. Sure, Hawk soars majestically, but this guy, he's more likely to catch a cold than a criminal Um, um, and finally, there's Pointer. Now, Hokuto Ario can point to anyone or anything, but only if he uses 3 limbs at once, leaving the 4th to stop him from flopping over. Think Compass, but less reliable and way more embarrassing in public. His quirk could help him find a missing friend, assuming he doesn't pull a muscle doing it. He became, when it comes to quirks, sometimes the universe gives you lemons. And, and, but hey, even lemons can be useful at a lemonade stand entitled. Just don't expect anyone to buy tickets to see Lemon Man battle villains. With that said, thanks for watching, and until next time,